Hey guys, Dom here, back with another game of Elder Scrolls Legends, but this time using a deck that I probably should have started with, which is a slightly modified version of Band of Survivors, hence the name is now Boy Band of Survivors. This deck just has a few different tweaks here and there, which kind of enhance the deck on what it can do, as this deck's mainly made for just people who are kind of joining the game, they don't know what they're doing, they just have this to jump in with, and it just semi-works for them. Now, the main cards that I feel like they'd need more of are just kind of really good and semi-broken cards, and they need less of the probability cards which only work whether the top card of your deck is this or something like that. And obviously it's got to have your main boy Tyr in it, because he's like the main face of the tutorial and this original deck. So yeah, let's just see how this deck goes in an actual match. Good old Wood Elf. Playing House Dagoth. Swear everyone plays House Dagoth these days. Or at least ones I record. Against... Right, 2 legendaries in the starter hand. You know, let's just keep it. I mean, the Munda Stone's really just amazing. And then Aspect of Hircine could save the day at the very end. If they get to like 6 health. Now we have the ring, which is good, especially as we have a 9 Magicka cost card in our hand. But there's nothing here that I kind of want to play, so we'll keep the ring for now. And we'll just build up this hand while we can. And I mean, hopefully he won't play for a few turns, which is quite nice on us, as it means that we don't feel pressured to use our ring. I think Bruma Profiteer would probably be the best for this turn, and then Battle Rage Orc next turn, and if you play something, maybe Kvatch Soldier. We could actually hold off one turn, use the ring, and use the Munda Stone instead, but I think in this situation, maybe Battle Rage Orc. Although that will destroy one of his runes. So yeah, let's not.
You won't foil my plan.
I think at this stage we might not destroy any runes instantly, so Munda Stone, who knows, we could get a really good keyword on our good old Battle Rage Orc. Feel like he's trying to get rid of Bruma Profiteer. Oh no.
Be on your guard.
Right, well. Ah, damn it. I mean, I guess I could break the ring to get Kvatch Soldier. But. Well, thing is, I need to stop both Camelon Sentinel and the Ash Berserker. So, yeah. And now we get that extra bit of health from our Bruma Profiteer as well. Hopefully we can rally Hircine a couple of times, or the Aspect of Hircine, just so when we play him, they can be a bit of a higher health, and still give us that boost that we need.
They'll move along if they don't want trouble.
So, you know, as our health is much higher, we can safely use Triumphant Jarl next turn, instead of having to risk it, break the ring this turn, and have that awkward kind of bit of tension of just not having the ring in that last case scenario.
Stand fast.
Okay, Blighted Werebat's really good and might need to be Piercing Javelin. Although not this turn, because I'm trying Jarling, obviously. I think one more turn of that drain isn't going to hurt too much. Besides, he can't kill either of these two without threatening his whereabouts at the moment. Unless he gets something with charge, then he can kill our Riften Lawkeeper. Aura finish off, that does the job.
You have problems? We are going to solve.
Okay, now this is interesting because it means his Blighted Whereabout won't go up at the end of the turn now. Although I still want to get rid of it.
There's only so much that honor can allow.
He's got 7 cards in hand. More than us, but it doesn't really matter at this kind of stage. Thing is, with House Dagoth decks are usually that they kind of emphasize on having bigger units, or ones at least 5 power or more.
Nuisance.
Like that one, which admittedly would have been a much better target to Piercing Javelin, but no. Although I can charge and then lethal.
Let you swing first.
My family has endured enough.
And that ward saves the day, and the rally hits aspect of Hircine. That is almost perfect.
Can I carry your weapon? Shiny boot, back of that.
And ward on the guard again, that is good. That is really good. See, now we just need to get the rallies off our Fiery Imp to hit Hircine,
There won't be a problem anymore.
and then we'll just be all set to completely destroy.
My magic is my armor.
Okay, another not guard, ward unit.
What help would you have from the
Interesting. Now, Piercing Javelin's just always prime. Great. Don't know if I want to play it now though,
I'll cleave your skull.
or what's on. I mean, that's got a ward, so I kind of want to get rid of it. And then that won't be enough to kill the False Incarnate, so what I'm doing here, the reason why I equipped that weapon after attacking is so I didn't break the rune. And now it also means that he can't one-shot the guard as well. I completely retract that statement. Although Vigilant Giant now will block this attack on their next turn. And we can also play Chainhall Sapper.
We are ready for anything.
I'm getting a lot of rallies, which is quite good. Especially as we have something which can have charge in our hand.
Behold the power of Sunera.
We see you waking and sleeping.
We all return.
There won't be a problem anymore.
That's really good, especially as now aspect of Hircine is another +1/+1, which is really going to help our cause. But obviously there's only so much I can do right now with beating them, as I don't want to use the 12/12 guard form. I think one thing that I should have thought about more when making this deck was adding more prophecies.
Bark and burn.
As prophecies are like excellent for beginning players, especially for just destroying several units. Okay, Tyr needs to attack because he's got Drain. Doran Fan can attack, that's brilliant.
Soldiers, report.
Your orders. Your orders.
We'll never give ground.
Okay, I think I might have to do some direct attacks here.
By Azura.
Yeah, the whole aim here is just so we can get to a stage where Aspect of Hircine is strong enough that he can just one-shot. And what, he's got 8/8 plus the 1/1 from Kinross Favor thingy. And we do have one unit with Rally on the field right now, so...
Join us.
Kneel before the sixth house.
There won't be a problem anymore.
And I think that might actually do it.
Breach.
Wait... Yeah, wait, because if we get the Steel Dagger from that, I think we just need to survive for one more turn
I hear and obey.
after hitting him in the face this turn. And we have enough.
Into the breach.
We just don't have enough to do it this turn though, because we need 10 Magicka and we have 9 including the ring. So we have to hope I do not get killed this turn, which is kind of feasible. What, they got 12 points or 12 power currently on the field, they need 6 more.
Witness the
I've seen it happen.
house Dagoth.
There won't be a problem anymore.
Kneel before the sixth house.
That being said, if they put guards in both lanes, I'm also messed up, but they can't do that anymore, it would seem. And that's his game. I just need to play Aspects of Hircine,
By the egg, a fine battle.
go with the Aspect of Speed, give him the Steel Dagger, and Shazam. Right, and that is the Boy Band of Survivors. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.